I kind of had this realization the days between Christmas and New Year's are just such a wash. Today is December 26th, so it's the day after Christmas. I'm making this vlog to kind of show my few days in my life between Christmas and New Year's. I know that we have a few plans for this weekend. I'm working on some projects. I have a couple of books that I want to finish before the end of the year. That's really what the plan is for the next couple of days. Single All the Way by Fawcett, and I thought I would do a little chat about it. I thought that this book was actually really cute. It's dual point of view. It follows our two main characters. They are living in the same apartment complex. They're upstairs, downstairs neighbors. The main girl character is always talking about White Prius, who steals her parking spot every time she pulls into her apartment complex. So she's kind of annoyed because this guy is like super rich. The guy parks his car, whatever. It's like dumping rain. And she has to find another spot. It's at like the roof of the parking garage. She's running down. He's in the elevator and he holds it for her so she can come and get in the elevator as well. And they start to go up to their apartments and the elevator shuts down. And they're just chatting and starting to get to know each other. There's a lot of good banter. Discover that he's not actually a super annoying rich guy. He is rich, but maybe not so annoying. And of course, things go from there. A couple things I really liked about this is so hallmarky. And I liked that it was a Christmas book, but Christmas wasn't like all over the place in it. I thought that they had like really good chemistry. It was cheesy in a lot of parts and there was some cringy dialogue, which is what kind of like knocked it down a couple pegs for me, but it was completely clean, which I also really loved. I thought the characters had pretty good depth for the length of the book. I think the book was only 200 pages, maybe even less than that. A couple things I maybe wouldn't do. There were definitely some parts in it where I was just like, oh my gosh, this is so cringy. I think it was released in 2020, but they talked about some different things in it that no one's gonna know what those things are in 10 years, like flossing, the dance move. It very much dated itself to where it's just gonna be time capsule of 2020 and people probably won't be picking it up in 10 plus years. It'll just be out of date. Will also say that some parts were just straight up confusing. She would make a statement that just didn't make sense. That stopped me up a couple times. I'm trying to understand and comprehend this metaphor that you made and I don't think we're on the same page. A couple things like that where it was I don't really understand what you're getting at here. And I just could have benefited from more proofing and maybe more feedback. It just felt like it was under edited. Overall, enjoyed the book. 3.5, maybe even 3.75. It definitely wasn't a 4-star just because of those critiques, but I did have a really good time and was kind of in the mood for a Hallmark type, and this definitely did give me that. So overall, it was a good experience. Would recommend. Good morning, everybody. I took my dog for a walk. It was very much needed. It's been so gloomy and rainy here, but one nice thing about living in the South is that it does still get to be 60 degrees in the wintertime. There's not a single cloud in the sky. The sun is just so bright. Today is kind of an open day for me. I don't have a whole lot planned. Our apartment really needs some love. It's pretty messy, and obviously with Christmas and everything like that, we just kind of have stuff everywhere. So I'm probably gonna spend some time cleaning up. And then I'm hoping to start a new book today. Finished Single All the Way last night, which you guys saw. And then I started Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix, my reread of it last night. And I think that I'm just gonna like slow roll that one and just like read it at night kind of thing, and then like pick something else that I'll read like during the daytime. But I'm gonna get myself some food, and then I'm gonna get started on laundry and cleaning and all that jazz. I successfully cleaned quite a bit. I got my kitchen and my living room like pretty much done. I also started some laundry. I got some breakfast. I took a shower. I feel so much better. It's still really, really nice outside. So I'm thinking I'm going to try and pick my next read and then probably go sit out on my little patio and do some reading and just kind of enjoy the weather for a little bit. Made a December TBR at the beginning of this month, and I always struggle to stay with TBRs because I'm such a mood reader. I do have two others that I was hoping to read in December. One is It Happened One Fight by Maureen Lee Lanker. The other is Emily Wilde's Encyclopedia of Faeries by Heather Fawcett. This one is kind of like a rom-com type, which I've been doing a lot of lately, so I'm not sure if I'm really in the mood for this or not. And then Emily's Encyclopedia of Faeries is like a pretty popular like adult cozy fantasy. Then I also read The Blighted Stars this month, which is the first in a sci-fi series, and then I pretty much immediately went to Barnes and bought the next two. So I also have The Fractured Dark, which is the second book in the Blighted Stars series. I've been wanting to read Emily Wilde's for so long, and it keeps getting recommended to me, and I really have been wanting to read it, and I kind of feel like I could be in the mood for like a cozy fantasy. So I think we're gonna start this one. I think I'm gonna get sunburned if I sit out here any longer. It's really cute and really good so far. Okay, I am currently working on dinner, making some chili, but I thought we could chat about Emily Wilde's a little bit. I think I made it like 75 to maybe 80 pages in this afternoon, and I am having so much fun. It is so cute and so cozy. I feel like it's just the epitome of like a hug in a book. Essentially, the story is following the main character, Emily. She is a professor that specializes in studying fae. So this includes multiple different types of fae in kind of different areas, like all over the place. She is on her way to this new area. They have this like wild folk that live in their area that have yet to really be studied. She kind of starts asking questions from the locals, and they all seem to have this like fear of the folk. Basically, she can't like get a lot of information out of them, and so you start to kind of like see how she starts to plant these seeds to start interacting with the fae, and she is like taking notes and all of these things. Honestly, I will say the plot is not very fast moving. If you are someone that like needs a fast-paced plot, this book probably will not be for you. The atmosphere is so immersive, and the characters are just so sweet and lovable. I'm loving the characters, I'm loving the setting, the atmosphere. I think it's gonna get even more like wintry as we go. This is a very cold place that gets snow very early. So like even in October, it starts to snow. So overall, I'm really liking it so far. I'm excited to keep reading it. I don't think I'm gonna do any more reading tonight. Oh my gosh, I'm really struggling with this can. It doesn't like me. I just hate cans. I wish I didn't ever have to use canned goods, but I'm gonna keep struggling with this can. Don't try this at home, kids. One time, I didn't have a can opener, and I literally just took like a knife and a hammer. I was camping. Don't do that. Really have nothing else to say. All right, I'll see you later. Good morning. It's raining again. I'm so glad that we went outside and like took advantage of the good weather yesterday because it is literally pouring down rain today and like thunderstorms and craziness. We got up late again. I've been sleeping so much these last couple nights, mostly just because I haven't really had anything specific to like get up early for. And we literally got in bed last night at like 9:30 and then we did not get out of bed this morning until like 9:30. I feel like that's kind of what you're supposed to do in the in-between. Our show today is at 3, so we're going to see the Trans-Siberian Orchestra this afternoon. It's like downtown is where we're going, and so we'll probably have to start getting ready like pretty early. A little bit of a reading update. I am still reading Emily Wilde's Encyclopedia of Faeries. I am still loving it. I read a little bit more last night. I did read some Harry Potter last night as well. I'm just kind of trying to like slow roll, like read it. This is the first time I'm rereading this series since I was a kid, and so I'm really just trying to like savor and enjoy it. I want to like take my time. I really am not feeling like doing anything because of the rain. I will either actually fold my laundry or sit around and not do anything until it's time to start getting ready. We'll see where the day takes us. I have about an hour, so I'm gonna start getting ready. Where are we going?
To meet your parents in a parking lot.
You're not wrong. We're walking in circles to find coffee, and there's no coffee. We're struggling.
We're looking for coffee.
There's no coffee. We settled for Diet Dr. Pepper.
Where? You just go ball right there and right there.
Car. We finished the concert. We got dinner. How's dinner out of 10?
6 out of 10.
A 6?
Yeah.
That's not very
Maybe
good.
a 5. Yeah.
Oh, T. What's wrong with it?
It's just not the same as the other ones we've been to. It's a chain and they kind of do their own thing. So it's
No white sauce. That's really what was
true,
wrong with it.
Yeah,
No white sauce was not a win.
Nope.
A couple got engaged.
Yeah.
That was so cute.
Good for them.
Good morning. We are headed off to church this morning and then probably gonna get lunch with my parents. We had so much fun at the concert last night. I feel like my ears are like kind of messed up. No big plans again for today. I feel like that's kind of the trend. Just getting ready. We're a couple minutes late already. So what's going on?
I'm here too.
We finished church. We went to Jason's Deli for lunch. Plan for the rest of the day, we're going home. We're gonna go let the dog out and get changed. And then we, on a whim, are gonna go to Six Flags. Such bros.
Salted caramel, sultry milky.
How is it out of 10?
Like 8 or 9 out of 10.
Oh, candy cane mocha. Probably like 7.5. It's a little bit, well, like a 7. It's a little bit watery. I asked for it with almond milk. They didn't put the chocolate milk in it, and so it's not as
Oh,
like,
yeah,
rich as it usually is.
Just the nerves.
What? I didn't get my consent. I'm gonna speak to your manager.
How was your Six Flags experience?
It was fun. The best ride, Mr. Freeze, had an actually really short line, so we had a pretty good time.
Bye.